Marc Chaikin is claiming he knows a $7 stock you need to buy before May 22nd, and I reveal it in this video so you don't need to pay thousands for the name. Just understand no paid or proprietary info is given away in this video, and it's all guesswork based on clues in the publicly available sales presentation. Before we do anything, let's look at some of Marc's previous picks to see if he's trustworthy. He recommended 5 AI stocks in May 2023, and the first was Alphabet. It's done well since then and has definitely benefited from the AI hype. IBM was the second pick, and it's been really good, doubling over the last couple of years. CrowdStrike was the third pick, and this one was another home run pick and has more than tripled in 2 years. The fourth stock was Box, and while it's not up like the other stocks, this one is still up. Adobe was the last stock, and this one is up as well. So this was definitely a good time to be listening to Chaikin. Is his new stock pick going to be a winner too? Let's figure that out. Let's switch to the new teaser now and try to figure out the stock based on the clues in the sales presentation. Marc claims there's a catalyst coming on May 22nd that will send a $7 stock surging 91% in less than 2 months. He says, it's on the verge of a May 22nd catalyst that could send its shares ripping higher in a matter of weeks. I say that because the last time it experienced this catalyst, its shares soared as much as 91% in less than 2 months. Marc says this stock could potentially 20 times in time too, and says, in fact, in a moment I'll show you why, in a blue sky scenario, this nearly $11 billion company could ultimately grow to $200 billion. And Marc even says, this stock could end up being the biggest winner of my 59-year career in finance. And Marc then drops clues about the stock when he explains why he thinks it'll be so big. He says, it secured 95 ironclad patents on a technology that could save the US economy $470 billion, save more than 1 million lives, and prevent an estimated 50 million injuries every single year. Its management, a veritable dream team compiled of the best minds in this industry, has created a platform that could radically transform a $1 trillion market. And it just inked a strategic partnership with a company that Goldman Sachs calls the most important stock on planet Earth. Eventually, Marc explains what kind of company he's talking about, and it's a self-driving company. Taking a driverless Waymo in San Francisco, Marc has declared this technology the future, and I agree completely. I think self-driving technology is coming in a big way very soon, and it's going to change things the way AI has. However, Marc points out that Waymo is owned by Alphabet and isn't expected to be spun off for years, so he's not recommending an investment in it. The company Marc is pitching comes from a man who was big at Waymo, though. Marc says, when Waymo was in its early stages, Alphabet hired this man to write the code that powered its cars. He even coined the term self-driving. And then Marc says, but then, after 7 years of pushing the envelope, the father of self-driving technology walked away from the world's first marketable product of self-driving technology. He then says, a few months later he joined forces with an engineer who ran Tesla's autopilot program and a roboticist who headed Uber's autonomy team. They formed a dream team that Fortune magazine calls some of the best minds in self-driving cars. And then Marc drops some specific clues about the company and says, because their commercial platform is already live, this past April, they finally flipped the switch. Take a trip out to Texas, and you may see one of their vehicles cruising down the road without a single human inside. You see, instead of a human driver prone to fatigue, anxiety, and distraction, there will be something far better. A first-of-its-kind proprietary device that could become the cornerstone technology of the self-driving revolution. And finally, he says, this device is the reason their vehicles can operate autonomously through construction zones, among aggressive drivers, and even in inclement weather. It's why their vehicles can identify a pedestrian at night from nearly 1,000 feet away, 11 seconds before they would have been visible to the naked eye. It's why, after 4 years and 1 million autonomous miles of testing, their vehicles have had only 3 accidents, all caused by human drivers and other vehicles. And it's why they've succeeded where Waymo has failed. They've gotten their self-driving marvels on public highways. As we speak, these vehicles are likely traveling down the I-45 between Dallas and Houston, reaching speeds as high as 75 miles per hour. Based on these clues, it's pretty obvious the stock is Aurora Innovation, ticker AUR, and I'm 100% sure this is the stock. Aurora Innovation is a self-driving technology company focused on developing autonomous driving systems for commercial vehicles. Founded in 2017 by former leaders from Google's Waymo, Tesla, and Uber's Advanced Technologies Group, the company is building the Aurora Driver, a full-stack autonomous driving platform designed for a wide range of vehicles, including long-haul trucks and passenger cars. Aurora's technology is built on a combination of artificial intelligence, machine learning, and advanced sensors, including LiDAR, radar, and cameras to enable precise vehicle control and safe navigation in complex driving environments. Here's the top 10 things to know about Aurora, and after I'll tell you if I'd buy. First is pioneering autonomous trucking. Aurora is at the forefront of developing self-driving technology for freight transport. Their flagship product, the Aurora Driver, aims to revolutionize long-haul trucking by enabling vehicles to operate without human drivers. Second is strategic partnerships boosting credibility. Aurora has secured significant partnerships with industry giants like NVIDIA and Continental. These collaborations are set to enhance the scalability and reliability of their autonomous systems, with mass production targeted for 2027. Third is stock performance reflects growing investor confidence. The company's stock has experienced substantial growth, nearly doubling over the past year. This surge reflects increasing investor confidence in Aurora's technology and market potential. Fourth is leadership with deep industry experience. CEO Chris Urmson brings a wealth of experience from his time leading Google's self-driving car project. His expertise is instrumental in steering Aurora towards commercial success in autonomous transportation. Fifth is strong financial position post-capital raise. In August, Aurora bolstered its financial standing by raising nearly $500 million. This capital infusion supports their strategic initiatives and positions them well for future growth. Sixth is real-world testing underway. Aurora is actively testing its autonomous trucks on public roads, particularly on Interstate 45 between Dallas and Houston. These trials are crucial for validating their technology in real-world conditions. Seventh is expanding operational domains. The company plans to extend its autonomous operations to include challenging conditions such as harsh weather, urban environments, and nighttime driving. This expansion is vital for widespread adoption. Eighth is manufacturing scalability and progress. With Continental set to mass produce the necessary hardware by 2027, Aurora is laying the groundwork for large-scale deployment of its autonomous systems. Ninth is current financial snapshot. As of the latest data, Aurora's stock is trading at $7.61, with a market capitalization of approximately $11.7 billion. The company reported an EPS of negative 0.47, indicating ongoing investments in R&D and expansion. 10th is navigating regulatory and competitive landscapes. While Aurora is making significant strides, it operates in a highly competitive and evolving regulatory environment. Investors should be mindful of potential challenges related to safety regulations and market competition. So, is Aurora Innovation a buy? I would give this company a borderline buy at the moment. The stock has surged a lot in the past year, so it's not a bargain like it was last year, but it's still not that bad in terms of valuation. The big issue here is that the company isn't close to being profitable and is still years away from reaching profitability. I can imagine a million things that could go wrong as Aurora Innovation tries to become commercially viable, and I'm sure it'll be a bumpy ride to get to that point. However, they've raised over $500 million in capital, so they're not in danger of running out of money. Like I said earlier, self-driving technology is about to be a game changer and completely upend driving, in my opinion. There will be a day in the future when many people will opt out of owning a car and will just call for a robo-taxi whenever they need to go somewhere. Will Aurora be the winner of self-driving trucks? It's possible because the competition is pretty limited, and Aurora is the first company to launch a commercial driverless freight service in the United States. But competition does exist, with companies like Waymo and various other private companies. Aurora is interesting, and if it's not a buy, it definitely deserves a spot on a watch list. And if you're looking for more expert stock picks, make sure to click the video below that covers 4 stock picks that Alexander Green believes could gain over 100,000%.